Say hello. Jessie. You dork. Look. Say hello. Hello. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, that pretty girl. Jessie's. Say hi. Hey guys, so today I have my most recent bag of empties. I think it's been about 2.5 months since I filmed my last one, and I do have a pretty decent amount size of stuff. It's not as much as last time, but I do have, as you can see, this whole bag is filled up, but I think it's mostly like big stuff, but I'm not really sure. So I thought that I would do my empties since I have a pretty good bag of stuff, and I don't want this to get any larger before I do another one of these. So I'm going to just get started. Okay, so I don't have a tremendous amount of stuff, so I should be able to get through this in one video without it being super long. So first I'll start off with my vitamins, and I've got 2 sets of these Hum vitamins. I've got the Daily Cleanse, the B12 Turbo, and the Red Carpet. So there's one box and then the other box with just the exact same things. I did film a vitamins and supplements that I take video. I'm not sure if it's going to go up before or after this, but I do talk about the vitamins and supplements that I take, so I'm going to save that information on these until I get to that video. But pretty much every month I'm going to have, or at pretty much every empties I'll at least have 1 or 2 or more, depending on how long it's been since I've done my empties of these vitamins. But I do go through these. Each one of these is a monthly supply, so it's been about 2 months since my last one, and I do have a couple bottles that I'm almost out of that I just got replacements for. So there's those, and then I'll do teeth dental since I only have 2 things. I finished this Jason's Powersmile Anti-Plaque and Whitening in Powerful Peppermint. I like this toothpaste. I don't know if I like it better than the Desert Essence one. I don't know if it does anything, I don't know, necessarily to whiten my teeth. I haven't noticed a significant difference, but I am using another tube of the Jason's Whitening in a different scent. I think it's like Sea Spearmint. Oh no, it's Vanilla Peppermint, which is disgusting. I hate it. I'm so bad. I'm mad at myself that I picked that one, but it's gross, so I'm trying to use it. But I might use another tube of this in a different scent or a different flavor after I'm done with that, or I might go back to the Desert Essence. I'm not sure yet. So I finished up 1 tube of that, and then I used up a sample of this Smart Ash Teeth Whitener and Detoxifier. This, I do notice a difference in whitening of my teeth. So I do have another little sample of this that I need to use up, and then I'll probably be buying the full size of this because I do really enjoy it, and I think it works better than the toothpaste. So I don't use this both times of the day. I do use the toothpaste in the morning, and then I would use this at night. So I do really like that, and I do recommend it if you haven't tried charcoal as a tooth whitener before. So now I'll do some hair things. I've got a few samples. These are the 100% pure honey and virgin coconut restorative shampoo. I have 4 little samples. 1 sample wasn't enough for a full hair washing, at least because I've got really long hair. So I did use 2 samples every time I shampooed with it, and I got these in a gift bag of some sort from an event that I went to. So this isn't something I would pick up anyway, especially because it's got honey in the ingredients, but since I had the samples I figured I'd just use them. But I didn't really find this that special. I've got other shampoos that I like better than this, so this isn't something I would buy. But a shampoo and conditioner that I do recommend is the Desert Essence Lemon Tea Tree Shampoo and Conditioner. I went through a full bottle of these. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd pair of these that I've gone through. I can't really remember. Doesn't really matter either. But I do have another set waiting to be used. I'm just using up some other stuff in my shower right now. But I do love these. I think they're really great for oily hair. They make my hair really soft. They make my hair really shiny. They, you know, remove the oils. They work really great. So, and I love the scent. Another conditioner that we went through, my husband and I both used this one. This is the Desert Essence Green Apple and Ginger Conditioner. It says it's volume for fine hair. I love the scent of this. The green apple, oh, it smells so good. I love apple scented products. But I really like this. My husband and I both used it, like I said, so he probably used about half and I probably used about half. He really likes it. We bought another bottle of this. We do actually also have the shampoo in the shower, and I use the shampoo from time to time, and I really like that too. So We have already bought another bottle of this, and we would again because we both really like it. So I don't notice a difference necessarily in the volume of my hair when I use it, but I also don't use it regularly because I usually use my either Acure ones or the other Desert Essence ones. So, but I do love the scent. This one I'm just throwing away because I'm pretty sure it's bad. I think I've had it a little too long. This is the Andalou Naturals Argan Oil Plus Leave-In Conditioner, the moisture-rich one. I did really like this. I think I got through about half the bottle. I did really like it when I first got it, but I've noticed the last few times that I've used this, it's made my hair really straw-like and stiff, so I'm pretty sure it's just gone bad and it's time to toss it. But I don't think I'd buy this again because I do like the leave-in conditioner sprays better than I like the leave-in conditioner creams. So I would buy a leave-in conditioner spray over a cream like this because I think it just works better for my hair because my hair is so thin and fine. So I wouldn't buy this one again. So next I'll do body care. I just have a loofah. This is an Ecotools loofah. I can't even tell you how long I had this. How often are you supposed to like toss loofahs and get new ones? I know I had this one for at least a year and a half, maybe longer, but it didn't fall apart or anything, so I didn't feel the need to just rush out and get a new one, especially since it sort of got cleaned pretty much every time I used it, and I didn't use it every day. But I did go out and buy a couple of new ones, just because I thought that it was time. But here's we did buy another one of these, and then we bought another brand because they only had one Ecotools loofah the last time I was at the Whole Foods. So we did buy this one and another one. That's a different brand, but I do like the Ecotools one. So I would buy that again, obviously, because I bought a backup. This is the Cocolavish Shave Cream. I got this in a babe box. I think it was either my first or second babe box. I can't really remember. But I used this all up, and I probably wouldn't buy this again. I mean, it worked okay, but I felt like it did the same thing that my soap does, like my regular bar soap that I usually use to shave my legs. So I think I liked my soap better than I liked this, so I wouldn't buy this again, but it was nice to use. Didn't give me any problems, but I feel like soap does just the same. I mean, this essentially was a soap. It was just like a sort of less solid soap, because it did foam like a soap, and it did sort of like go on like a soap, so wouldn't buy that again. I have a South of France Natural Body Care Mediterranean Fig hand wash. This is my favorite hand wash. I'm already using 2 of these in other places of my house, and I will continue to buy these because this is my favorite hand wash. It's like an oil, it's sort of like an oilier hand wash, so it actually is really good for getting off. Isn't it weird that oil takes off other oil? Like, if my hands are greasy from something else, if I use this, it actually works really well to get the grease off my hands. And this is made with coconut oil and olive oil, so it's interesting that you know, stuff works that way. But I really like this, and I would buy this again, or I will continue to buy this, I guess, since I have bought it again. This is the Pure Fig Me Sweetly body butter. This was a vegan body butter from Pure Body, which I think is an Etsy shop. This was in another babe box. I did really like this, but I probably wouldn't buy this again either, just because I'm not really sure of the preservative. It says it's a paraben-free preservative, but that probably means it's phenoxyethanol. And I don't really have a problem with phenoxyethanol, but when there's very few ingredients in a product, I don't really want that to be like one of the main ingredients. And also it says it's fragrance or essential oil. I don't know why I can't just say which one it is, but I mean, it smelled nice. I really do like the fig scent, but there are other fig products that I've tried that I like better than this one, so I would not buy this one again. Another body butter that I went through was the Flo and Theo Lemon Orchard Body Butter. This one was in a Petit War box. I used this one all up. I loved this one. I love the formula and texture of this. It's really light and nourishing and moisturizing. I did get another one of these in the mystery box, the lemon or the lavender scent, and I do really like that one as well. That one doesn't have the whipped texture because it melted, but it does still work the same. It's just not like that whipped fluffy texture, but I might buy this one again in the winter when I can get it, when it still has that whipped texture, because I don't have to worry about it melting in the heat. But I do really love these. I think this is a great formula of body butter. And then I also have 3 of these box Natural Towelettes. I've got 2 rose and 1 lavender. I do like these. I've got a couple more of these rose ones because I did buy a pack of these on special like last year sometime. So I do like these, but I don't know that I would pick them up again unless I find them on a really steep discount, because they are, I think you get like 10 for $10 or something, and $1 per wipe is, it's a little much, but I do like them. I enjoy using them. This was the Aleavia, I don't know. Immerse Lavender Prebiotic Soothing Body Wash. I got this in a a Bare Bliss box. I do really like this, and it does have really minimal ingredients. It's just lavender essential oil, water, coconut oil, aloe, sea salt, kelp, citric acid, and plant-derived glycerins. So the ingredients are really minimal in here, which I like, but I'm pretty sure the full size of this is like 20 bucks or something. So I might buy it again if I find that I don't find something else that I like better, but so far I do really like the Cure Stell Simulating Body Wash. That one's a really good one, and I do like the Deep Steep Body Washes, even though I go through those a lot faster. This one was sort of like a more thicker formula, so it took me a little bit longer to get through this, and this was the 4-ounce size, but I did really like it. It worked really well. It's a really good body wash. I think it's just a little bit more on the pricey side, so I would get that maybe in the future. I wouldn't rule it out. Then I've got the Diva Wash, which you use to wash your Diva cup. It took me about a year to go through this bottle, and I did buy a second one of these because I actually really like it. It works really well, and I'm not really sure what other soaps you can use on your Diva cup, but I figure I could just keep going back to this because it lasts a long time and it's pretty cheap. So used up a bottle of that. And then I also used up a 1-ounce sample of the baking soda free deodorant from Meowmeowtweet, as well as this sort of like more deluxe size sample. I got this in an Integrity Botanicals order, and I love this. This is my favorite deodorant of all time. It works really well, it smells really great, and it's just a really great deodorant. It's made with arrowroot powder, manganese hydroxide, virgin coconut oil, shea butter, jojoba oil, and then citrus essential oils, and it's mostly organic. I think everything except the manganese hydroxide is organic, so it's a mostly organic product, and it works amazingly well. It's actually it's really interesting how well it works, especially when I've tried a lot of other ones that have not worked at all. So if you're still looking for a deodorant, and even if baking soda doesn't bother you, definitely check this one out, because or any of the Meowmeowtweet deodorants. The other two that they do carry do have baking soda, but the formula just works really well. So I do have 2 of those. I bought 2 at the same time, just sort of keep myself through the summer, because I didn't want to have to, you know, go through one and then buy a new one. But I do have 2 of those. I'm using one, but I will buy that forever. So we can move on to skincare. This is the Thayers alcohol-free toner in Cucumber Witch Hazel. This was the 3rd scent that I've tried. I've tried the peach one, which was an astringent, which I wouldn't buy that formula again. I've used the rose one, then the cucumber one, and now I'm using the lavender one. I do like the rose one the best, so I think after the lavender one I'm going to go back to the rose scent because I like that the best. The Cucumber Witch Hazel one was nice. The lavender one is just okay. I don't like it as much. So I do really love the Thayers brand, but the rose scent is my favorite. I only saved one of these. I don't know how many I actually went through. Maybe I only went through one, because I'm not using these as much as I was. But these are the 365 organic cotton rounds. This is the brand that I use that I like the best. I still haven't invested in any of the reusable, washable ones, but I do plan to at some point. But until then, these are the ones that I like the best because they are made with organic cotton. And they last, they hold up under whatever I put them in. They don't like fall apart like some that I've tried to. I've got 2 packs of these Eyes by To Go Spa, the ice water ones and the coconut ones. These aren't vegan, so I'm not going to talk about them too much. I did mistakenly subscribe to this service for 1 month before I realized they weren't vegan. I hadn't actually known that collagen was not vegan until I got this box. So I went through 2 of these. I do have 3 more packs that I'm trying to go through because I don't want to waste them since I bought them, but I also will not be rebuying these. And I guess if you're not vegan, these are pretty good, but if you are vegan, obviously don't get these because they're made with shellfish. Or you know what? I take that back. It's not the collagen that's not vegan because I asked them about it. It's something else. It's the chitosan, whatever it is. It's made with shellfish. So the collagen is vegan, but the chitosan, whatever the hell that is, it's made with shellfish. That's what makes it not vegan. So then I have the Meowmeowtweet Spot Serum sample. I went through this. I really love this, bought the full size, and I'm currently using it. I really recommend it. It works pretty much the best any spot treatment. This and tea tree oil are pretty much the only spot treatments that have ever worked for me. I do plan still on doing a spot treatment video, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Maybe because I was waiting for one that actually worked really well. But this one works amazingly well, and I recommend that one. I've got the Earthbody Brighten Cleanser and Mask. I finally finished off a sample of this. I already bought a full size of it, and I love this mask. It's definitely one of my favorites, and I did talk about this in my top 5 favorite face mask videos, as well as I have a separate demo and review of this. It's truly, truly amazing. I've got some Andalou Naturals products. I've got the Andalou Naturals Citrus Kombucha Cleansing Gel, the Aloe and Willow Bark Pore Minimizer, the Blemish Vanishing Gel, and the Willow Bark Pure Pore Serum. I did talk about these in detail on my Andalou Naturals video. I can link that below if you haven't watched it yet. So I'm not going to talk about them too much, but pretty much for the most part, the cleanser I really like. I actually really like this pore minimizer as well. I just wish it was in a spray formula, so if I ever bought this again, I would transfer it to a spray bottle because I feel like it works better that way. The spot serum is also pretty decent, so I will be talking about this one again also in my spot treatment video. And then this, the serum, I feel like is just sort of eh. I don't really think it does that much, and it's pretty pricey. It's like $25 for this little bottle, so I would buy these two again. And I would recommend this one, but I like the Meowmeowtweet one better, so. So there's that. I used up one, I guess I can talk about some samples. Okay. So I used up one of these LaFresh makeup remover wipes. I don't really use these that often. I have a big bag of them because I bought a bunch over last Black Friday, and I only really use these when I'm either super exhausted and I don't want to wash my face, or I'm traveling. So I tend to use these mostly only when I'm traveling, but I did use one of these. I like the waterproof makeup remover wipes because they get off pretty much all your makeup in one wipe, and I think that they're really good. The ingredients are also pretty decent. I think these were like a 2 or 3 on the EWG. I can't really remember, but they're good. Then I used up the Moon sample of the Moon Anna Rose Rejuvenating Rose Toner. I do have a full size of this. I'm pretty sure the video will have gone up by now. I got it in my goodie box for A Night for Green Beauty. So I do have a full size of this. I really love it. It's amazing. Yes, it's $68, but I love it. This was the Redmond Clay Facial Mud ready to use hydrated clay. It's just water and Redmond clay. I do really like this. I don't like the prepared version as much as I like the powder. So I do have a big bag, like a big sample baggie of just the Redmond clay. So I would use the Redmond clay over this just because I don't use prepared face masks as much, and then they tend to go bad before I can get to them. So I do like this, but I would buy the Redmond clay and then mix it myself so it lasts longer. But I do recommend that in the powder form. And then I have a Mahalo Body Balm. This is the, what is this? The Body Balm. Yeah, Body Balm. I used this as an under eye like cream, and it lasts me about a month and a half, and it's a pretty small sample. I mean, it's a pretty tiny size. I wouldn't go out and buy these just because these do contain beeswax, but I did get a bunch of samples of these in orders that I placed. I think they throw in a sample in every order that they send out, and then I got a couple, another one of these in a Bare Bliss box, and then I got one in another order from the Green Jungle Beauty Shop. So I do have 2 more of these. I actually find, I did use this entire one only as an under eye treatment, but I do find that this actually works well as a spot treatment. So at night, I've been using this under my eyes, and then I also put it on any really, really bad breakouts. Like I've got a really bad one under my chin, and I've noticed that since I started putting it on that, it's actually started to clear up a lot quicker than just using like a spot treatment. So I do think this works well as a spot treatment as well as a, you know, wherever balm. You can use this on your body, your face, whatever. You can use it for anything. So it does have a pretty strong scent, but I like it. I just wish it didn't have beeswax. So that way I could buy a full size. This was a sample of one of the A Little Alchemist cleansers. I think it was the papaya. I don't really remember. Either way, I wasn't that impressed. I do have, this was their gel cleanser, because I do still have a sample of their milky cleanser, but I probably wouldn't get either one. The only Little Alchemist product that I've tried that I've actually really liked is their Cocoa and Banana Glow face mask. I have tried a few other products and I just haven't been super impressed by them, but the cleanser isn't one that I would pick up. And then the last sample that I've got, well, I guess this would qualify as a sample, is the RL Linden & Co. 1000 Petal Beautifying Mist. I love this. It smells so good. I did buy a full size of this, so because I found that when I was done with it, I missed it immensely, so I had to buy the full size. It's pretty pricey, but you know what? You should see that that's a theme with me lately. I like the pricey stuff. But I also like affordable stuff, which is this. This is the Sweet Almond Foaming Cleanser by White & Elm. They sent this to me to review, and I actually really liked it so much that we bought the full size of this. This 1 ounce like pump thing lasted like 3 months, which I found surprising because my husband and I both used it. I took it on 2 different trips, and it just kept going. It like went on forever. But this is made with like Castile soap and sweet almond oil and patchouli, lemongrass, tea tree. This is just a really great foaming cleanser, and my husband and I both still use it. We both really love it, and I would recommend this to anybody. It's just a really great cleanser. So then I've also got the Resist C15 Super Booster from Paula's Choice. Something is oily in here. It's kind of gross, but I don't know what it is. I finished up this. I had this sitting around for quite a while, and I needed to use it. I did the shelf life, the recommended shelf life on this is 3 months. I used it way longer than 3 months, and I still found it worked decently well. I don't know that I would buy this again because I do think that I found something that works at lightening and brightening my skin better than this does. So I don't think I would buy this again because the other thing that I found also has more natural ingredients, which I'm always looking for more natural stuff. So, I mean, this is nice. It works. If you like Paula's Choice products and you don't mind ingredients, definitely check this out because I do think it works really well. I found something that I like ingredient-wise better. And that's sort of the same with this one as well. This is the Mineral Fusion Untinted Mineral Beauty Balm All-in-One BB Cream with SPF 30. This lasted me about a year. I didn't think I was ever going to finish this, but I really like these untinted BB creams to use as sort of like, well, it's my sunscreen and like a makeup primer. I found they work really well for that, at least for my skin. So I do like this one, and I would have bought this one again if I didn't find the Andalou Naturals one. It's in the clarifying line. It's also an untinted BB cream version, but I like the ingredients and the scent on that one better. This one didn't have a bad scent by any means, but the other one is more fruity and florally, and I like that one better than this one. This is a good one, but I like the other one better. The ingredients are just a lot better on that one. I mean, that's not to say the ingredients are bad on this one, but this one does contain phenoxyethanol, but the other one does not. So I recommend the Andalou Naturals Untinted BB Cream. If you're looking for an untinted BB cream with SPF in it, I would recommend that one. So the last of my skincare is all Salus. Salus Skincare Salt Scrub. So I've got a 6 ounce jar of the Lavender and Jasmine. I've got a 2 ounce jar of the Lavender and Jasmine. And then I have a refill pack for the 6 ounce jar. So they were only selling these jars at one point, but they decided to start selling these refill packs that you could put in the jars. So I haven't technically used up this whole thing, but I did empty this into a 6 ounce jar. Yeah. But I love this. The Lavender and Jasmine is my absolute favorite scent. This is my absolute favorite scrub. It works really well for acne. My husband even loves it. It's my favorite scrub of all time. And like I've said before, if this company ever decides to stop selling this or just go out of business, I might cry because I love it so much. And I haven't found any scrub that my skin likes better than this one. My skin just really, really, really loves this one. So lots of Salus going on around in here. So the last is just makeup, and actually most of this is just stuff I'm throwing away. So I'll start with the stuff that I'm throwing away first, and then move on to the stuff that I'm actually going to keep and use, or the stuff that I actually used up. So The first is this Delizioso Skincare Terra California Bronzing Mousse. I talked about this in one of the previous babe boxes I've gotten. I think it was 2 months ago now. But this obviously did not come as a mousse because it is 110 degrees every single day, and it melted in my mailbox. So it's also a really, really coppery color. I don't know how anybody could use this and make it look natural on their skin, but I didn't even get a chance to use it because it is all melted and oily and gross, so I'm just throwing that away. I'm also throwing away this Raw SkinCeuticals blush, the cream blush. We got it in a previous Bare Bliss box. I went to go open this and it was all dried up in there, so I probably wouldn't buy these again, especially, I mean, I like the formula, but it dried up way too quickly. So I probably wouldn't buy that, but I won't be buying that just because I don't want to waste money on something that's going to dry up like that. Then I also had a random 100% pure white peach foundation sample sitting around. I had a couple of others that I threw away and I didn't bother putting them in here, but this got all separated and weird and gross. Plus, liquid foundations don't really work for me. I also have an e.l.f. curling eyelash curler. Here it is. I'm just throwing this away because I don't really use eyelash curlers. I haven't used one in almost a year, so I just don't find the need to curl my eyelashes. I like them the way that they are. And then I also have this Mineral Fusion Cool Concealer Duo, and then this My Shell Cream Concealer. This, the top one, the top color is actually still the Mineral Fusion color. There was a color that was similar to this in the bottom, and I actually did use all of that up, and then I depotted this into here, but it's starting to smell really weird, so it's time to just let this go. I'm not a fan, again, like I said, of cream and liquid products, so I was tending to not use this at all. I did like the bottom one in the beginning, but they don't work for me that well. They get really oily and they tend to crease and stuff like that, so I don't want to bother. I don't bother with cream and liquid products anymore, so I'm just tossing those. So then 3 makeup products that I actually used and finished. This is the Earth Diva Cosmetics Mineral Setting Powder in Rose Petal. This is my absolute favorite setting powder. It's made with kaolin clay, which I think works really well for my oily skin. So I did buy 2 more jars of these. 2 jars last me about a year, so I do really love those. Then I have a Jopa Minerals Fair No. 1 Soft Coverage Refill Pack. This has 14 grams of product in it. I love Jopa Minerals foundation. Right now I'm not really using this because I find that it's too pink. I think it depends on the batch. Some batches tend to be really pink for me and some batches tend to be like okay that I can use them, but right now the one that I've got is really pink, so I haven't been using it as much lately. I've been using the Honeybee Gardens Super Natural Powder. I had this one sitting around actually for quite a while. I think 8 months it had been sitting in my drawer, and I finally just decided to use it. And I used every last little crumb in here. I used every bit, like literally. I fell in love with this stuff all over again after I said I wasn't going to buy any more Honeybee Garden stuff, but I did buy 2 more pans of this from iHerb. I'm not going to be buying from the Honeybee Gardens website, but I am trying to find a replacement for this because I don't want to support a company that doesn't speak to their customers in a way that they should. And I mean, going through iHerb I feel a little bit better because on iHerb you can get it a lot cheaper anyway, so they're probably, I don't know, underpaying Honeybee Gardens. I don't really know, but I don't want to support a company that doesn't, you know, have really good customer service. And I mean, I like their ethics, I like the ingredients, I like everything they stand for. I just don't like the way that their president speaks to customers. So I am trying to find a pressed powder that I like better, and I think I found one that I will be talking about in a video. Hopefully that'll be up soon, but I did go through a pan of that, and that's actually everything. I managed to get through it all in less than half an hour. Are you amazed? Because I'm amazed. But that is everything that I've used in the last 2.5 months. If you've got any questions or comments about any of the stuff that I used, let me know. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.